Hello, good evening, everyone. Hello. Welcome to Aveda.com. I'm just waiting here. Oh, I see the people coming on in. Yes, come on in and join me. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Again, welcome to Aveda.com. My name is Stacy Reid. I am your Aveda Technical Education Specialist. So welcome. Today we will be doing a small segment on one of my favorite products, but also one of the newest products to our Nutriplenish family, which is the Curl Gelée. Now, before I get started, please feel free to get in the chat area. Let me know where you're tuning in from. If you have any questions, I will try my best to connect and interact with you guys in the chat area. Now, if it's anything that I miss, I do have an Aveda.com rep that will be in the chat area to help answer any questions that you may have for today. So before we get started, I want to let you guys know that we do have a promo code for today. So the promo code is, of course, my name, Stacy. Yes, that is your promo code for today. Let me spell that out for you. So that's STACY. So that's your promo code that you're going to use today to receive 15% off. So anyone in the chat area, please jump in there again and let me see where you're tuning in from. So yes, so today's segment is going to be based around the Curl Gelée. I do have a few other products that I would love to discuss that I like to incorporate with the gelée. I also have a small demo that we'll do today, and I have a finished look, and then we'll answer any questions that you may have at the end. So I see this number is continuously rising. Again, if you're just now tuning in, welcome. We do have a promo code for this segment. The promo code is my name, which is Stacy, STACY, and this will give you 15% off of your order for today. All right, so let's talk about this Curl Gelée. Who has used it? Please get in the chat area. Let me know if you have used this Curl Gelée. What are your thoughts on it? I don't know about you guys, but I love this product. This is the Curl Gelée. I love it. So let me just tell you a little bit about this Curl Gelée. So it's 96% naturally derived. It is a vegan product. I love vegan. One thing about Aveda, we are 100% vegan. Can we get a celebration off of that? Absolutely. So yes, again, that's 96% naturally derived. This is vegan. I love that it is formulated for all hair types. Yes, everyone in the family can get a gelée, right? So that's for your fine, your medium, your thick to coarse hair. They can use the Curl Gelée. So I love this gelée because it is a hydrating, defining Curl Gelée. And I love it because guess what? It not only defines the curls, but it elongates the curls. So I know a lot of people, have various textures, whether it's your 3, your 2A, your 3A, or your 4C hair. Some of those hair textures do struggle with shrinkage. But to know that you have a product that's going to actually help with the elongation and the curls, that is huge. I love that. So not only does it define your curls and it makes them look luscious and moisturized and smooth and shiny, they also elongates the curls. One of my huge benefits that I love about this product is that it has a frizz-free humidity blocker in it that actually prevents your hair becoming frizzy within 24 hours. So we all know in the summer months, right now we are combating that humidity. Whether you're up north, I'm up north, I'm in the Cleveland area, but I also live down south, and that humidity is not our best friend. So one thing I love about this product is not only does it define your hair, but it has that humidity blocker in it, and it protects your hair from being frizz-free up to 24 hours. So this is that wonderful Curl Gelée, and I'm gonna dive into this in a little few minutes. All right, so my second product, I know I said Curl Gelée was my favorite, but let's rewind just a little bit. I really love the Nutriplenish leave-in product. I mean, before the Curl Gelée, this was my BFF right here. I love this product. I even use it now. Even with my locks, I still use this product. So this is the Nutriplenish leave-in conditioner. I love to prep any hair with this leave-in prior to using the Curl Gelée. One thing about texture hair, I always believe in ensuring hydration and moisture in the hair. With our texture or any curly, coily, or wavy texture, you need a lot of moisture in your hair. So I love to prep with this. One thing I love about this Nutriplenish leave-in is that it locks in moisture up to 72 hours. Not 24 hours, but 72 hours. That is a long time, right? Yes. That's why I love this product. Also, it has a heat protectant in it. You know, especially when you have your coils, and your waves, we always are conscious about having heat damage. Not wanting to blow dry hair or not wanting to straighten out our curls because what? We know sometimes heat can work against us, right? So that's why I love this leave-in product, because it does have a protection up to 450 degrees. So today when I do my little demo segment at the end, I am going to show you how I like to layer my products, utilizing this as a prep product first, and this is my leave-in Nutriplenish leave-in conditioner. Last but not least, I love the oil. So yes, I love a lot of products in the Nutriplenish family. You can't blame a girl, right? Because it has lots and lots of benefits, but I really love the Nutriplenish line. I can't stress that enough. So this is our Nutriplenish multi-use oil. This oil can be used in so many different ways. However, today I'm going to use this oil as a finishing product. So one thing I always try to stress to people that whenever you have curly hair or, you know, textured hair, our hair tends to be the driest from the midst to the ends. And we all know that hair, the oldest part of a hair strand is where? At the bottom, right? This is where we need all our TLC at the end of our hair strand. So a lot of times when we're putting oil on, I always like to educate people. Whenever you're going to do some form of oil or, you know, your moistures or your mask, you really want to put a lot of TLC from midst to ends. So when you do that, because the thing is, we all produce sebum, right? Excuse me. So we have a sebaceous gland that produces sebum. But the thing is, anytime you have some type of curl or coil or wave or twist or bend in the hair strand, that oil doesn't travel as fast. So with that being said, whenever you put your oil on, I always tell people put emphasis from midst to ends. Midst to ends is where your hair tends to be the driest, however, needs the most TLC. So again, we have our Curl Gelée, which is our hydrating defining gel. It's suitable for all textures. It elongates the curls. It helps block against frizz up to 24 hours, right? We have our gelée. We also have our leave-in conditioner, which has, get that turned around, which also has a heat protectant up to 450 degrees. This is suitable for all hair types and textures as well. And it has a moisture lock for 72 hours. And then I am going to finish off with our multi-use oil. You can use this overnight as a treatment. You can leave it in your hair, and you can use it as a finishing or styling finishing aid as well. All right, so again, before I jump or dive into the small demo, if you're just now tuning in, because I see the numbers are going up and they're fluctuating, please keep in mind, guys, we do have a promo code for today. That is my name, of course, Stacy. And let me spell that for you because people like to get creative with Stacy, believe it or not. It is STACY is your promo code today, which is Stacy. Receive 15% off your order on Aveda.com. All right, so I have this wonderful guest with me today. This is Amber. As you can see, Amber is textured. I am actually going to display Amber in a finished look and show you all how I love to use our Nutriplenish multi-use oil, styling it at the end, just adding a little bit of shine to her curls, okay? Now, one thing I always like to stress is whenever you shampoo your hair, I think a lot of times, especially with our curly guests or curly clients, people love to take the water out of their hair. Please leave the water in. You need the water in your hair to help really manipulate, the products and really work the products in, right? So the worst thing you can do is shampoo your hair, towel dry it, but then take all of that water out. I like to keep a little bit of water in. That's one tip I like to do. Second tip. You see these right here? Your phalanges, also known as fingers. These are your fingers. These are your combs and brush. Whenever I put product in the hair, I like to style and pull the product through with my fingers. A lot of times people want to grab a comb or they want to grab a brush, and it's okay, right? That's what we're accustomed to doing. But when it comes to curls and waves and coils, the best way to define those curls or those coils or those waves is to use your fingers. All right, so I've done enough talking, right? Okay, let me add some water. We're just gonna lighten Amber up, mist her a little bit. I like to get some water in there, so don't mind me. So I'm just gonna take a little section. I don't know if you can see this, but again, I'm using my fingers. I'm gonna pull that water through. All right, so we're gonna pull this here to the side here, and let's really focus on this little area right here. And I'm gonna bring it back just a little bit. Hopefully you guys can see it. I see the numbers are going up again. If you're tuning in today, we do have a promo code. So today's live focus was around the Curl Gelée. I have also talked about the leave-in conditioner as well as the Nutriplenish multi-use oil. Please use my name, my wonderful 5-letter name, which is Stacy. STACY is the promo code for today. You will receive 15% off your order. I see someone else is coming in. The numbers are going up. Again, we do have a promo code. So yes, this is Amber. I've actually added some water back into her hair just to demonstrate what it would look like as if she was actually just shampooed. So this is my leave-in that I'm going to spray her hair with. We're going to be nice to her today. I don't want to spray anything in her eye. Going to hold my hand up, lightly moist or mist that area. I'm just going to pull it through. We're going to be nice and dab her forehead just a little bit. All right. So yes, so I love to add that moisture into the hair. So again, keep in mind the leave-in conditioner does have that 72-hour moisture lock. And of course, because we have texture hair, we have waves, curls, and coils, our hair texture tends to be the driest sometimes because what? The sebum does not travel all the way down. And from the midst to the ends, that's where we need a lot of TLC, right? So when you have that texture hair, moisture and hydration is what always needed. So I'll go in and I nicely finger comb her with my leave-in. So I'm gonna add in this wonderful Curl Gelée. This is what we've been talking about. This is what the segment is about. Now, one thing about when you apply, I'm gonna squeeze some in my hand as I talk to you. When you apply this Curl Gelée, you wanna elongate the hair. Now, if you have a hair texture that struggles with shrinkage and you really want to define your curls, but pull and elongate them at the same time, you really want to apply it. I have some in my hand. So see how I'm pulling it down? Because I really want to elongate my curls. So if you do not want to elongate your curls, I always tell people that put in the product and then go in and you want to scrunch it. Pull it down and scrunch it back up. When you scrunch it up, this actually helps define the curl even more. But remember earlier in the segment, I said I was going to do a little style. One of my styles, I'm actually going to do the style now. So let me go back. If and when you do apply your Curl Gelée, if you're looking to elongate and accentuate and define your curls, you want to apply it going in a downward method, really pulling it down and defining the curls. If you're not wanting to elongate the curls, you're going to put the product in your hand, you're going to apply it to the hair, but you want to go in and scrunch up. You want to scrunch and hold. When you scrunch and hold, this is where you get more definition in your curls. So let's talk about a little styling tip. So when I'm styling, I like a 2-for-1, right? I don't know if that's cheating, but I love 2-for-1. I like to get 2 looks. I like something that looks defined at first, and 2 days later, it looks old and big and wild. I love wild hair. I'm a little wild today, but I like wild hair, right? So I'm gonna take a little section. Now, one of the methods I like to do, I call it the twirl method. I don't know if you know this, but I am nicely twirling the product around my fingers with the hair, right? Most importantly, you want to twirl the hair. When you twirl it, it's gonna bounce back. I'll take another little section. Again, I want to pull that product through, but I want to twirl. This is also known as a finger coil. I love finger coils because it definitely helps define your hair. Sometimes you don't have to finger coil the whole head. You can finger curl or finger coil little areas where you want a lot of definition to. And then let that bounce up just like that. And I'm gonna actually marry these two together. Again, I love to pull the product through. And we're just gonna finger coil again. Now, one thing about this, if you're not in a hurry, I typically don't like to do a lot of diffusing. I'm not against it, but I love options, right? So one thing about me is when I'm really putting product in my hair and I'm defining my curls, I don't like to touch them. I don't like to disrupt them. Wherever they live and lay is where I want them to set. So I'm just gonna go in and do a nice little set here. Don't worry, I have a finished mannequin. I'll show you what she looks like. So this is just a way to actually, and I don't know if you can see that, but it's nice and juicy and defined and it looks great. Very simple. This is a DIY, do it yourself, right? We know we've all came out of COVID. We've been struggling with trying to style our hair, finding out what works for us, what doesn't work. But I love to finger coil. It's very simple, very easy. It's minimum. I'm a minimalist. I don't like to do a lot of stuff. I like to keep it simple, right? So this is something that you can really do. Again, apply the products in your hair. You need water first. Don't take all the water out. Leave some water in your hair, okay? But most importantly, I don't want you to just put the curl gelée on. I want you to set it with some prep. This is your prep style, right? Your prep product. You want to apply your moisture. Leave your moisture in your hair. Your hair needs moisture. So you always want to start with a prep product first. So I love to always prep my hair with the Nutriplenish leave-in. Once you're done with your prep, you go in with your curl gelée. And those that are tuning in, I see the numbers are still climbing. I'm excited. Hey, thank you for joining me. My name is Stacy. We're not done, but I see the numbers are climbing. So I just want to put emphasis on the code for today. It's Stacy, S-T-A-C-Y. That is the code for today. Please use my code so you can get 15% off of your order. So today's segment again is around the curl gelée. So whenever you're utilizing this product, again, it elongates your curls, but it's a hydrating, defining curl gelée, right? So again, if you are looking to define your curls, but you don't want to elongate the curls, you're gonna go in, you're gonna apply it. Remember, do what? Use your fingers, right? No combs, no brush. Fingers work best. I mean, they're attached to you, right? They work best. Use your fingers. Your fingers will really help maneuver that product, work it through the hair, really elongate but define those curls. So if you're wanting to define and not elongate, you can go in, scrunch the hair up just a little bit to your liking, release it, don't disrupt it, let it sit. Now, if you're wanting to elongate the curls, I like to go in with the product and comb it. Really pull the product through the hair. And when you pull it downward. When you pull it downward, it not only defines the curl, but it elongates the curl at the same time. So let me see if I can see what's in the chat. I guess the chat isn't moving. That's okay. If you have questions, please get in the chat area. Let me know how you're feeling. If you love the curl gelée, if it's your favorite, if you like the leave-in, I'm with it. I love it all. I'm kind of biased a little bit, but I love it all. I love Nutriplenish. I love Aveda. That's just what it is, right? All right, so we're going to switch Amber out. Her twin came in today, and I'm going to show you guys the finished look. Voila, there it is. Full effect. I did the color, by the way, shameless plug. Yes, I did the color on the mannequin. So this is the finished look. Now, she is somewhat plucked out. She's not. Again, I did the curl, finger curl method. Very simple, very DIY. You can do it at home. Hey, you can even be outside in the park and just twirl your hair. That's another great, easy way to just really define your curls. But I love it because this is like a 2-in-1. I can set it. You can do it like a wash and go. The next day, you can let it set. You can pull it apart. I just remember, I did not mention the curl gelée has a flexible hold. You heard it first, you heard it last, you heard it third, you heard it fourth. Yes, it has a flexible hold. I love a flexible hold because when that hold is flexible, it allows me to maneuver my hair and it allows me to do whatever I want to do with this hair. So this is the finger coils. Now, remember earlier I was talking about the Nutriplenish multi-use oil. I will say this is suitable for all textures, but guess what? Not everybody needs additional shine or additional moisture to their hair. So a little goes a long way. I love this oil. I even use it now on my scalp. It's great. That's why it's a multi-use oil, because you can use it in so many different ways. But today, I'm gonna use this by pulling her hair out and just really elongating the curls, adding additional shine. Now, when I use this, I'm not gonna use it up in her root area. Really gonna focus in on the mids to the ends. Again, that's where we need all the TLC. That's where our hair tends to be the driest. So hold tight, get me a little dime size oil. Again, I love to use my fingers. If you're tuning in, don't forget, guys, please head on over to Aveda.com. Use my name today for your promo code, Stacy, S-T-A-C-Y. I would love for everyone to get 15% off of their order. If you haven't tried the Curlée, if you haven't tried the leave-in Nutriplenish, if you don't have the oil, now is the time to stock up while you get your 15% off. So when I use the oils, I like to really get it in my fingers, work it through. Then I like to go in and pull the hair apart. So I have a little piece right here. I'm gonna twirl it first, and I'm gonna pull it down. Now this is the whole section, right? I'm just working that oil in. Remember I said the ends need some TLC, really get it down on the ends. Now I'm gonna pull it apart. So I like to gently pull this apart. Again, this was one whole finger coil. I've now pulled this apart and made it 2 hair strands. So you still want to twirl it in the direction that it was actually coiled. You don't want to go against it, because why? We want to define the curl, right? So I'm going to keep twirling it down, pull it, and let it pop. And I'm going to do this as well. Pull it, twirl it, and pull it, and then pull it down. And see that little shine right there? I can see, I don't know if you can see it, but there is some additional shine in that area. So again, I just like to use a little bit. You don't need a whole lot. We don't want to wear the hair down. A little bit goes a long way. So again, you just have your fingertips. Sometimes, remember, flex hold, right? I still have my style. I like to just go in. Sometimes I like to just mash the curls. So this is just another way. And yes, I did style this mannequin with the Curl Gelée, but I used the finger coiling method. So in order to achieve this look, I prep the hair first. We'll just do a little review. I prep the hair first with the Nutriplenish leave-in conditioner. Second, well first, I make sure I keep some H2O in the hair, right? All right, so you need the water. So I went in again with my leave-in conditioner. Love this. I always believe in doing a prep product first. You want to prep the hair. It's nothing like having a great solid foundation. So I prepped the hair first. Secondly, I went in with our newest member of Nutriplenish, which is the Curl Gelée. So because I knew I wanted to elongate her curls and do more of a defining look and do more of a set and style is what I call it, I went in, used like a quarter size, not a whole lot, a little bit goes a long way. And I just went in, and keep in mind, if you want to elongate the curls, you want to use your fingers to really work and pull that product through the hair. But the key is you want to pull downward, not out, not up, but what? Down. So when you pull downwards, it not only defines the curls, but elongates the curls at the same time. Now, say for instance, you don't want to elongate your curls. What if you want to define them, right? You don't have to pull them down. You can actually scrunch them up. So you comb the product through with your fingers. Make sure you have even distribution with the product on the hair strands. Good saturation is the key. You want to go in, scoop that hair up like so, and then you just want to scrunch it. You can scoop it up, and then you can scrunch it, and this will help define your curl, okay? Now, we talked about elongation, we talked about scrunching, scooping, however you want to say it, another way to define your curls instead of pulling downward to elongate. Then I topped it off with our Nutriplenish, multi-use oil. There are many ways you can use this oil. However, today we're going to use this oil as a finishing product. This is where you go in, just a little light oil, a little bit goes a long way. Remember, you have texture hair, you have wavy, curly, coily hair. you have to put emphasis from the midst to the ends. So this is what I always like to do, to just add in additional moisture and additional shine. A little bit goes a long way. Just put a little bit of oil on your fingers. Just go in and really maneuver and define those curls and what? Pull it down and let it pop, right? All right, so that is my time for today. If you have any questions, we do have a rep on Aveda.com. Again, we've talked about the new member of our family, which is the Curl Gelée. I touched a little bit on the leave-in conditioner. I also touched on our Nutriplenish multi-use oil. If you have not used any of these products or any of the Nutriplenish line, you are missing out. I don't know anything else to say. You're missing out. So please head on over to Aveda.com. Use my name today for the code. That is Stacy, S-T-A-C-Y. That kind of rhyme, doesn't it? Yeah. So S-T-A-C-Y is my name. Stacy for the code today. You will receive 15% off of your order. If you don't have any questions today, thank you for joining me. My name is Stacy Reid. I am an Aveda Technical Education Specialist. I am based out of Cleveland, Ohio. We have Aveda.com reps in the chat area. If you don't have any questions today, please head on over to Aveda.com. We do have live reps there in the chat area that can answer your question or concerns in real time. Again, thank you for joining me. It's been a pleasure being on Aveda.com. Hey, let's make it a great Wednesday. Bye, guys. Take care.